Welcome back, Seeker. Before we dive in, I need to tell you this is the last chance to jump into the last round of Activated for 2023. This is a growth portal where you will come out the other side knowing manifestation inside and out, healing what has been in your way and experiencing miraculous results in your life. So if you're ready for deep conversations, massive aha moments, supportive materials, and having a whole lot of fun with manifestation, this program is for you. The link is below. Do not hesitate. This is your last chance. I'll see you in there. Hey, Seeker, welcome to the Awakening Her podcast. I am so grateful that you've been led here, and I'm excited for you that you're answering the call to manifest more magic in your life by mastering the law of attraction. So cool. My name is Talia, and I'm committed to cutting the fluff and showing you exactly how to manifest more excitement, ease, success, abundance, confidence, love, and anything else you've been craving. So if you're ready to crack the code on manifestation, amplify your intuition, and play in the quantum, we are now besties. Let's do this. Hello, my love. Welcome back to the Awakening Her podcast. My name is Talia Joy. I am a bestie in your awakening journey. I am a manifestation mentor. I am a mom of 3. I am an intuitive channel. I am the host of this podcast, this place that you have found yourself, and I am so glad that you have. Welcome back to the show. I'm excited for this fresh pressed episode today. What we are talking about is, are we doing the thing or not? The point, kind of like the tipping point episode a few ago, but this is where we really make that decision to go 2 feet in or not. We're going to talk about the resistance that we feel right before we leap when we're really freaking ready, but we're at that sort of place of disempowerment. We're going to talk about a lot of things today, and it is all about it. Are you doing it? Are you not? Are we doing the damn thing? Are we 2 feet in? Are you 2 feet in? We're going to talk about all of these things and how to really get into that place where you are seriously ready to receive more. So there's a few things that we're going to get into. I'm excited about it. I hope that this is going to light a fire under your metaphorical bum. We don't need to light a fire under your physical bum, but I want to light a fire under you, activate your soul, activate the part of your soul that is ready for that next level, that has been calling you. There's going to be so many juicy things in this episode, and I really hope that it is going to help you to move forward, because that's the intention behind everything that I do. And this isn't just about moving forward with my programs. It's truly about moving forward as a soul. You are an important part of this collective awakening we are going through. You are a seeker. You are chosen by spirit to be in purpose, you might be an empath or a sensitive or a healer or a giver or a nurturer or an old soul or many other things. But what you are is on purpose, and we need your light. It is time. You're ready to do it. Your soul has been calling you to do it. You've been preparing for this for lifetimes. So I cannot wait today to spark that within you, because that is what I am here for. When I call myself an activator, this is what I'm talking about, is these kinds of episodes that activate something within you that creates that shift, that change, that up level. So that's what we're going to get into today. I am excited. Before we dive in, I just want to say that we are closing up the registration period of Activated within the next few days. This is your last chance. We are in the last week. We start next week, and Activated is the growth portal. Activated is an 8-week journey where you come out the other side more magnetic, feeling much more clear, empowered to know what to do to manifest, and already moving forward, experiencing different results, breakthroughs, ahas, healing, getting unblocked. This is what this entire program is all about. We start off with all of that, getting empowered, getting unblocked, healing, and then we move on to the fun, the co-creation, the art of deliberate creation, where I'm going to take you through the process of manifestation and make sure that you are getting those results as we go through the program. I am here for you. We're going to have expansive conversation, deep dive trainings, epic aha moments. I'm going to be there with you every step of the way. You are going to come out in 8 weeks feeling so great grateful that you entered this portal, so empowered about what is next for you, so empowered about what 2024 is going to bring. I know, right? Only a few more months left until the end of the year. My kids were just reminding me that Christmas is coming. I'm like, okay, we don't even have full-on fall vibes yet. So Christmas, we can just wait a little bit. But it is true. The end of the year is coming. 2024 is upon us. It is your time. This is the last round of this year. Fall is a special time. I am on fire. There are so many reasons to join this round, including the biggest reason of all is that you are ready. Even if you're a little scared, even if you're a little nervous, your soul is calling you for that next level. And I invite you. So check out the link below for Activated. We start next week. The pre-work is out now. I cannot wait to support you in this journey. So powerful. Okay, so you check the link and I'm going to keep on going. All right, so today we're talking about this place where I'm so ready. I don't know what's blocking me. I'm sick and tired of struggling with this. I am so hungry, ready, maybe a little desperate, but super lit up and on fire to move into my next level. I want you to think of something in your life that you are at that point. Is it your health? Is it creating a business? Is it saying you're going to write a book and not yet, starting that process? Is it around making more money? Is it about hiring a mentor? Is it about being really open to find a soulmate or starting a new venture of some sort? Is it traveling somewhere that you're just done and ready and it's been calling you forever and you know you gotta go? What is it in your life that you are so hungry and ready to step into that you can taste it? And it's kind of frustrating that you're not, but you're also so on fire. I would love to hear. You can always find me on Instagram at Talia Joy Manifestation and personally let me know. Send a DM, take a screenshot you're listening, post on Instagram, or just let me know privately. What is it that you are at that point with manifesting? What is it in your life that you are so freaking ready to step into? And this may even be something emotional. Like I am so ready to be out of lack or not enoughness. I'm so ready to be confident in myself. I am so ready to love my body and not struggle with it. I'm so ready to feel capable of going after that promotion, feeling confident to really show up and go get it, that thing that I want. So what is that? Get it in your mind's eye as we go through this episode. So those things, that area of life, that thing that you are wanting so bad, part of the deep desire of like wanting it so bad, that is your soul calling you. That means that it is meant for you when it's a yearning. And it's more than just, you meet a new person and like you really like them and then the next week you don't really like them. It's like these deep things that it's like, I am ready to not struggle, right? I've just given a whole bunch of examples. I'm sick of struggling with money. I'm sick of struggling with chronic pain or being angry at my parents or, again, whatever it is for you. That deep calling is your soul. It's your higher being saying, we are ready. You've been gathering tools. You've been gathering awareness. You've been reading things. You've been learning things. You've been healing, and you are ready for this next level so much that it almost hurts. And that discomfort of being really ready is often, and I just want you to look inside, see if this applies to you. It is often the burning feeling of being so freaking ready. And when that feeling meets your current limits, we get this like, right? Because your current limits are probably conscious, subconscious. There's the physical things like I don't have the money to hire this, or I don't have the money to do that, or, I don't have support, or I don't know how, or I'm at some sort of disadvantage compared to my goal. I can't, right? There's those physical things. And then there's also the inside. It's like, I have so much resistance. I can't just show up live. I'm terrified what people are going to think of me, or I can't just go out on a date because like I'm riddled with insecurities and I'm just like not confident. There's the inside component and the external. We're dealing with both when we're in that place of resistance and readiness. There's either I don't know how, or I don't have the money, or I don't have the resources, or I can't in some way. And then there's the inside. I'm freaking out. I feel unworthy. I feel scared. I feel constant lack. I feel alone. I feel unsupported, right? And this is why truly inactivated, I'm not going to go on and on because that's not the intention of this episode, but this is why I do such a robust, full program, because we have to look at that conscious and subconscious reprogramming and also the healing of those wounds and narratives. But anyway, in this point that you're at, it's the mind versus the heart. It's the ultimate soul's calling of like, you're ready, versus the limits and the wounding and the nervous system and everything physical that goes, it is not safe to do it. You can't, I can't, we can't, right? So we're working with a lot of different things. And there's something that I want you to also think about. I know that I've said this on the show. I'm just going to like bring this in, or for anyone new, you might be hearing this for the first time from me. You are meant to grow through what you go through. And before you came here to be human this time, and in general, I truly believe that we come for many different purposes. So our purpose isn't just becoming an architect or a healer or a mom or a dad. Our purpose is there's many different levels of why we came here. So one level is what we're meant to experience, meaning like, are you going to, have that fullest expression of, having lots of abundance or getting really healthy, whatever. But the whole other part of it is what we came here to learn, which is actually the part that spirit, your highest self, your spirit team, your guides and angels, your nana, your grandma, your friend who passed away, your entire team around you, that's actually what they care more about than you just getting money. Because I want you to think about this. If you just received a bunch of money all of a sudden, like literally the lottery or somebody gave it to you or whatever, you found a sack of cash at the end of the rainbow, whatever it is, but you still felt like shit about your body, but you still felt in constant lack and panic because now you have all this money and people are going to want it from you and you're stressed about taxes and I never learned how to handle money. Am I worthy of this? Or you have all this money, yet you feel endlessly alone. You feel unsupported. You get it, right? That's not what they want for you ultimately. They're not like, oh, send them money. That's what they really want. They want you to grow through what you've been through. They want you to transcend those limits on a growth journey. So I've been talking recently about a growth portal because that's what I call activated. And I was actually thinking people probably don't know. Some people probably aren't aware how I see a growth portal, what that is. And in your life, you're constantly pulled into growth portals. There are times in your life where you have learned a lot about yourself. You might be on a retreat. It might be on a solo, adventure where you learned a lot about yourself, or it might have been through something really hard like grief or illness, or even becoming a parent and you're stretched and you're tested. We go into these growth portals and learn a lot about ourselves, sometimes through hardship and challenges and struggles and rock bottoms, sometimes out of like, I am so ready for a business, but I feel this resistance, so let's dive into it. Or why do I never feel enough? Let's dive into it, right? Whatever it is, whether life throws you into it or you powerfully choose the growth portal, like I'm going to start going to therapy, or I'm going to join this program, or I'm going to, do something. A growth portal is a deep time of growth that is asking you to release what has been blocking you. So it is true that you are allowed and is supposed to and intended to experience overflowing abundance, vitality in your body, harmony in your relationships, having a partner if that's what you want, living where you want, experiencing having a business if that's what you desire. You're meant for that, boo. You're meant for that. They want to bring it to you. The universe wants to bring it to you. And if you're not growing as you're going through this life, you're going to keep getting hit up against that, because that time of like, I want it so bad, but I keep XYZ. I keep self-sabotaging. I keep not showing up for myself. I keep procrastinating, or I keep trying and nothing ever pans out. I keep trying and everything's dead ends. I have seen that in clients, in my husband, in myself, times when it's like you're going after it, but closed doors, closed doors, closed doors. But then once your energy is more open, then all of a sudden it's like this crazy event came out of nowhere and this crazy opportunity came out of nowhere. And so I want to say to you that when you get into this place of deep discomfort, It's a time that they are asking you to grow. And by they, I mean your soul, spirit, universe, spirit team, angels, ascended masters, God, Tao, the trees outside, life in general, your highest self are asking you to grow because there's something that you have not yet seen. There's a blind spot. There is a narrative that is looping that is not going to allow you to get to where you want to go. So from this place of frustration, it's not about the physical thing you have to do. Meaning, if you are stuck with your health or you don't feel good in your skin and you really want to either lose weight or heal your body or whatever it is, and you keep going like, I really want this, but like, I just don't have the willpower. I just don't, every time I do this, I have a binge or whatever it is. I promise you, and use whatever example applies in your life, I promise you that it's not about the new eating plan. It's not about waiting until you have enough willpower to hopefully change your life tomorrow. There is a narrative deep down that is holding you in a pattern, whether it's emotional eating or overspending or feeling insignificant or feeling blocked, closed doors everywhere you go, things not working. It's an inside thing. There's a narrative, there's a wound, there's something going on. And if you listen to Healing to Manifest, part 1 primarily has the core wound where we're identifying, but also part 2 talks about what to do. If you went through that, you may have a clear understanding of that constant wound. So I have so much where, people will tell me lack and scarcity comes up all the time, or not being able to trust other people or trust yourself or trust the universe. Maybe it's feeling like no matter what you do, it's not enough. Feeling like you have to work harder and all your hard work is never panning out. Whatever it is that is going on, my love. Or you're like immobile, meaning like you're so scared to pursue your dreams or you don't know what to do at all that it leaves you immobile. All of those are completely normal. No judgment. I absolutely know what it's like to struggle with things for more than a decade, like repetitive, constant, present struggles for more than a decade. I know what that feels like those really deep ingrained things. But that is where the universe is asking you to see what you have not yet seen. So this is where you need to go deeper into either the healing work, your own introspection, your own being really honest with yourself, like what is really going on here, and then going through the steps to remedy it. Or it's the time you need to enter into a growth portal, whether it's through Activated. I would love to help you. This is exactly what we do. But whatever your style is for really moving through, it is time. If you are stuck, but you want something so bad, you are so close to the breakthrough that's going to take you out of this. You are so close. You are one realization away. You are one aha moment away from big progress. Because the thing is deep down and under this wound, you're hella wise. You're intuitive. You've done self-work. You've done self-growth, whether you've been to a therapist, you've taken programs, or you're new, but you've just always been really self-aware. You're not new to this. So you're ready to go another level into the blind spots. So I want to say that in the last little bit, I've had like a lot coming up. And the blessing now is that I can see tests and assignments, again, all things I teach in Activated, but I can see tests for what they are and move through them easier. And there's been a lot of them. There's been a lot of tests. And I've realized lately, deeper than ever, is I used to feel like I had 112, or for the sake of this, 99 problems. I used to think I had like 99 problems. I had a money problem. I had a body problem. I had a mom problem. I had a confidence problem. I had an eating disorder problem. I had a pain in my body problem. I had a body image problem. Yeah, there was a lot of body ones. I couldn't hold money. I couldn't get the clients that I felt that I needed to survive. I was getting overwhelmed all the time. I was feeling like I couldn't communicate what I needed, alone, misunderstood. I had all these problems. Physical, like money and health and blah, blah, blah. Emotional, like never feeling good enough. I thought I had all these different problems. But the more I go through growth, the more growth portals I go through, I realize that they all come down to a core wound. It's not, you do not have a money problem. You do not have a body problem. You do not have a problem with confidence. There is a core wound deep down there that is controlling it all. And for me, I've discovered in recent years that the feeling of feeling alone or insignificant or unimportant / people at the end of the day will leave you, will abandon you. They don't actually care. I know that sounds very complex, but that's all one wound. That is the wound that holds me back from my unlimited potential in business, in money, in health, in love, in communication, everything, in receiving everything. That wound of feeling alone pushes the world out. I push away the world and spirit and all of that when I'm in that wound. So as I go on the deeper healing work, it's incredible that as I pinpoint that, everything else starts to flow in. I'm more patient. I'm more able to stay in a conversation and communicate than just wanting to bolt and shutting down. I'm making more money. My body is like something is going on where it is clicking, and I'm experiencing way less pain and way less digestive issues. And I'm just feeling so much better in my skin. I've even released weight, which hasn't even been the intention, but it's been because I went to deeper levels of healing of why I feel alone, unworthy, insignificant. And then all of a sudden, other things, unexpected income, unexpected high income months when I'm not even quote unquote trying. I promise you, my love, there's a deeper wound that you have not yet seen. And this goal that you have, this desire that you have, you are ready to see once and for all what's in your way. You're ready and worthy of having that clarity, of seeing it in a deeper way, of releasing it. So we get to this point where we're like, okay, I've struggled with this for a long time. Am I gonna do the damn thing or not? And we all know you're gonna do the damn thing. That actually motivates me, because sometimes I'm like, well, not doing it isn't an option. Like not rocking business, life, my book, my body, my health, my vitality, my abundance, all that, like doing all that. Like not doing it is not an option. Okay, too many double negatives. Doing it is the only option. Failure is not an option. You are way too bright of a star. You are here with way too many deep, powerful desires on your heart, desires of freedom, desires of ease and well-being and miracles and being spiritually connected, desires of living a miraculous experience. Those are too big on your heart to ignore. To keep doing the same thing over and over, hoping that maybe one day it'll change, hoping that maybe one day you'll get the motivation, you'll get the willpower, you'll get the strength to finally stop beating yourself up or stop emotionally eating or stop, all of a sudden the money will just keep coming because you discovered the right mantra. Hopefully tomorrow that will happen. Hopefully later, right? I am speaking from passion, because when I'm in that spot, I'm always going like, what is blocking me? What is causing this? What is in my way? Hoping that I'll discover it later. But when I get gritty, and that quote I love to say, when the day came that the risk to remain tight in a bud was more than the risk that it took to blossom, that is your day. That is when you go, I am ready. I am 2 feet in. I will do whatever it takes. And we lean on that faith and we lean on that trust and we go, no matter what it takes, I need to move through. I am ready to move through. My calling, my yearning, my desire is too strong to stay stuck in this another day, because your patterns will continue if we do not interrupt them. I love that saying, and some people have said it's Einstein. Others, I feel like it was like Tony Robbins or someone. I don't know who said it, but that quote about how the mind that created the problem is not the same mind that will create the solution. We need an interrupter. From inside your brain, you cannot see the solution because you're in your brain in the same thinking, right? You're in the same patterning that created the issue. You're in the low self-worth. You're in the lack and scarcity. It's probably been embedded in your mind since you were a child. We need the interrupter. So it is time. Pick your poison, pick your path, whatever you choose for you, whatever feels right, you do it. But you do it now, because we don't want another year going by. We don't want months and months and months of what is in my way. Get the help. Invest in yourself, lean in, go back to your therapist or do that thing that really helps you. Go into subconscious reprogramming, identify that wounds, go listen to day 1 of Healing to Manifest again, whatever you do. We cannot get docile and complacent when we're stuck, just always hoping that tomorrow we'll get answers. We need to get gritty, to do it, to reach out, to do the damn thing. Or we won't. You know, and maybe it's not health, maybe it's something else, but you know how you can go, Monday I'll do it. And then Monday comes, it's like, well, it's raining, so next Monday I'll do it, or whatever, right? Whatever day you choose. I do that too. Oh, tomorrow I'll meditate. Tomorrow I'll do yoga. Oh, today's pretty busy, so tomorrow I'll do it. And if we tomorrow our life away, it never fucking happens. It is now. It is now when we get gritty and go, okay, I want to see what is in my way. I want to learn how to read this experience myself. And best of all, I am ready to move through, to heal, and to receive and claim what is truly mine. Because the universe cares more if you're growing than if you're receiving the stuff you want. The end goal is to give you everything you want in a way, because you're meant to experience, like being a teacher on stages or having children or traveling the world or building your own home or having a vision of a farm or hosting retreats, like whatever it is for you, you are meant to do those things. Spirit wants those for you, but only if you are willing to do the work, because that's the actual reason you came. Before you were incarnated into this lifetime, as I was saying earlier, before you're incarnated, you don't sit there and go like, oh man, in this lifetime, I'm going to have a Ferrari. Oh man, in this lifetime, I'm going to make $2.8 million by the time I'm 30. Oh man, in this life, I'm going to have like a old school English style home with like old school windows. Like it's not what they care about. But you come here going, in this lifetime, I am going to transcend my suffering. In this lifetime, I am finally going to heal that abandonment wound that I have carried for lifetimes. In this lifetime, I am going to heal the generational trauma of the women or the men or the people that came before me. In this lifetime, I am going to find my worth. And that's what you first and foremost signed up for. And then the things you want come as a result of that self-discovery, of that growth, of that being willing to pour into yourself, to discover how to care for yourself and nurture yourself, to reparent, to heal what you have been through. The universe is going, I'm sorry, all this money is yours. We're waiting for it to give it to you. But you need to walk through the fire of discovering what narrative, what wound, what energy is playing over and over and over again that is not serving you. And it is so hard to see that just on our own and in our own. You can, but it's very difficult and tricky. It is literally the shadow. So every time you turn around, the shadow's behind you. Every time you turn around, the shadow's behind you. While you're driving your car, you can't really see the shadow of your car. It's behind you. That's why it's hard, is because it's literally called a blind spot. But again, it's not impossible if you're doing it on your own, but I highly recommend getting help. Join us in Activated, where I'm going to take you through, and in our calls, I intuitively call forward information for you. You're getting information from your team as we chat on our weekly calls, as you ask your questions. I will help you move through this. But if that's not right for you right now, it doesn't feel right in your soul, it's not the time, be willing to walk through the fire. Be willing to get more vulnerable. And it might be something you thought you've dealt with already, but it's a deeper level that is ready to come up. When we have trauma around being left or being insignificant, being abandoned, abuse, neglect, feeling not good enough from the time we are children, sometimes we think we've dealt with it. Or, like I was saying earlier, I thought I had like a mom problem and an eating disorder problem. So I would go to heal those things. And as I made my way through those things, I would still notice feelings of insignificance coming up, or feelings of being unimportant, that nobody cares. I'm like, wait, I thought I dealt with this. Like I wrote this forgiving letter to my mom, or I had this realization, this epiphany that felt like so powerful. Why am I sucked back into this? Because I realized that it wasn't a body image issue, and it wasn't a mom issue, and it wasn't a numbing issue. It was feeling alone and like nobody cares, and feeling abandoned. Therefore, I constantly abandon myself. That was like a massive realization for myself, like a year or so ago, where I was like, shit, this isn't a money problem. It's a self-worth problem. And all it needs is the remedy. All it needs is the nurturing. And you're ready for that. And the last thing I want to say, because this episode's going to be short, the last thing I want to say is that it feels scary. And I feel like I've really found a beautiful way in Activated of being able, and this is just, again, is you don't have to join Activated. It's not the only way. But the reason I mention it is because there's a delicate balance between going into the wound and going into the story to extract the gold, or getting stuck in the story. So even when it's with my clients share with me what they feel comfortable to share, but we don't need to go back into all the details of the wound to extract how that wound impacted you. So if I know that I'm dealing with an abandonment wound, I already know how to heal it, or the path to go on. I don't have to get into all the people that abandoned me and the actual story of the first time, and then it was followed up by this, and then this person emotionally abandoned, and then this person physically abandoned, and I don't have to forgive all those people and work through all those instances. I just need to know the wound I'm working with, and then I see how it shows up in my everyday life, and then I go into that healing, reprogramming work that I talk about. Because there just is a narrative that is holding you back. And when you get to that point where you are ready, your soul is calling you for the lesson, for the growth that needs to happen. And then it's also immediately ready to give you the result and the reward. I like to say to clients, because this is what Spirit shows me, is like when you get that yearning so strong, it actually means that your manifestation is orbiting in your field. It's looking for the runway to land on. It's looking to see if it can be delivered. That's why it's so strong. Like you can taste it, like you can feel it, and you're seeing other people manifesting it. And it's like you're ready. You might be like, I'm 30, I'm ready, I'm not dealing with this again. Or I'm turning 40, I'm ready to deal with this. Or it's been long enough, I'm sick of suffering, I'm ready for more. I'm ready for that abundance that I'm meant for and to live that life. That is literally the energy of your manifestation hovering. But there's something blocking it. And that's what keeps us in that anxiety and the self-sabotage and the procrastination and the not trusting myself or not following through or being scared I can't or whatever, right? We all have those things, but you are ready to walk through the fire, and it's not going to be as scary as you think. It's not going to be as hard as you think either, because there's so many rewards waiting for you as you move through, that it's not all hard work and then you get all of your rewards. As you go in the direction of your dreams, it starts to trickle in. As I hear someone put down a payment for Activated and then they manifest more money. Or recently somebody that hired me reached out to know rates and then almost immediately manifested it, because she's like, I just needed to know how much. And then she went to work and manifested because she took that leap. She didn't stay in, I can't afford it. She was like, fuck it, there's a way, because she was ready, right? So if you're ready, find your way, do it, book the thing. Start going deeper into that work. Maybe there's stuff you've already done that you're ready for another level deeper into, like EFT or hypnosis or a therapist or whatever. But it is your time. The fact that you have that burning, yearning urge to manifest it means it's trying to land, and they're waiting for you to open up and receive it. But what that means is actually dissolving what is in your way, dissolving what is blocking you from manifesting it. So that discomfort that can border on hopelessness, desperation, sadness, frustration, it's lighting a fire under you to take different action, to do something new, to go back deeper. It's making it increasingly more uncomfortable to stay where you're at, hoping that you will take the leap. In my book, which is literally a guidebook to awakening, I talk so much about this. The discomfort will get more and more and more until you say yes. Until you go, fine, I am 2 feet in, I will do whatever it takes to see what is in my way, to move forward through this permanently so I don't have to deal with this over and over and over again. So if you're at this place, this is your sign. It is time. It is time. And just know that we all deal with this. I don't know if any other spiritual teachers, leaders are saying it, admitting it, talking about it, but I know for me, even though I'm manifesting crazy cool shit all the time, I get into these places where I'm like, oh my God, right? I'm ready. And you guys have heard me talk about the retreat where it's like, okay, what is in my way? Okay, right? And now I've just gone into such deeper work around what was in my way. Because the answer wasn't just booking the retreat because I'm desperate and I'm ready to do it. The answer was looking at, why am I afraid to be seen? Why am I afraid to show up even more in an intimate in-person setting? Okay, that's the gold. That is the gold. And that's what's clearing the way to have me so excited and able to move into doing the retreat. So whatever your goals are, your one breakthrough, your one aha, you're a few meditations and healings away from truly claiming what you came for. And you will look back and be so glad that you didn't just stay in the struggle. You will be so glad that you took that leap and listened to your soul and were brave and moved through and invested. Whether it's the time, the money, the effort, the energy, you will be so glad you did it because you are your most worthy investment. When you're in that spot of frustration and readiness, it is the perfect place to leap because you're open. And what do you have to lose, right? If you don't leap, you stay stuck. If you do leap, you have a massive chance at living the life that your soul intended. Living the life of unlimited possibility, of being more clear, of legitimately struggling less, feeling less lack, feeling more confidence as your default reaction. That is the power of the healing work. That's what makes you a clear channel for those things that you want. So I love you so much. I cannot wait to see you inactivated, where you will come out 8 weeks later, clear, empowered, feeling way less blocked, way less uncertain, doing the thing, moving forward. I am here for it. I am ready to scoop you up in my arms and take you through this process. It's going to be so liberating and freeing, and I can't wait to take you through it. So I love you guys. I'll see you hopefully inactivated, and I will see you also in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I truly hope that it served you and helped to move the needle forward in your life. So before you go, I want to ask if you are looking for some new practices, if you need a little meditation for some stress, or you're looking to get unblocked. If this is you, I want to invite you into the freebie library. Yes, it's free. It contains an Awakening Her daily practice, a meditation for stress, a guide to help get unblocked, as well as a scripting manifestation exercise to use the power of the quantum to literally script out your future. So if you're looking to get a little bit more mojo in your manifestations, I welcome you into the freebie library. It's going to help to move you forward and give you some extra tools in your tool belt. So check the links below and dive in now.